All right, we are going to do a very, very blind reveal of what I believe is a 40 card PSA order that had been sitting in my kitchen for an embarrassingly long amount of time because I just knew I was probably going to get some bad news on some of these grades. I submitted all these cards in person at the National in Chicago in late July of 2025. And I believe the cards arrived in early November. And I did not even look. There's package 1, package 2. I'm guessing each box obviously has, well, that was a lighter one. Package 3, and package 4. So we are going to, I did not even look at these grades online. I typically just like to wait for them to arrive, which is probably a little unique, but let's just start flying through these. All right. Oh yeah, the nice little PSA box. Does create a nice display right there. Let me straighten out the camera real quick. There we go. All right. I barely remember the cards in here, and I know a lot of them were actually some of the Topps royalty tennis cards, which, by the way, look phenomenal. So these are the backs. Let's do these first. All right. We're just going to fly through it pretty quick. And like I said, 3 categories. So a Martina Hingis Topps Royalty Collection Tennis. I would admit almost all these, and these cards are amazing, by the way. They're all on-card autographs, and a lot of them have patches. So they're also very thick cards. So I would assume a 9 would be something I'd be happy with. 8 and below will be disappointing. 10 would be amazing. First card, 9. Like I said, very nice cards, hand signed and everything. I mean, she's a tennis Hall of Famer. So sorry if you hate tennis, you're gonna have to sit through a decent amount of tennis autographs here. Next card. Ooh, a 10. Another Martina Hingis, but this one's a nice 10. That's awesome. Gosh, any 10 with a card this thick is pretty amazing, to be honest. So, all right, so pretty cool with, very happy with over here, and disappointments we will put on the far left. Next one, Boris Becker. Once again, I believe these are all autographed that I sent through. Oh, an 8. Darn it. Well, you know, you're gonna get an 8 once in a while, especially with cards this thick. But I'm gonna put it in disappointment pile. So we got one of each so far. Next card, Boris Becker again. Come on, 9 or higher. 7. Ugh. Gosh dang. I'm looking at it, trying to figure out why. Certainly the centering is off on the back. Centering's off on the front. So that I agree with. Whatever. All right, so we got 2 disappointments. One that we're sort of happy with and one that we're very happy with. All right, so these are some bigger ones here. So Bjorn Borg. Love a 10 with Borg, and 8. Great looking card. A little bummed about the 8. All right, those thick cards are kind of beating the heck out of me. And quite frankly, most of the cards in this submission are going to be thick cards. I'm probably not going to see a lot of 10s. Reggie Jackson, 2022 Tier 1 Baseball Autograph. And the grade is an 8. Bummer. Once again, very thick card, so it's going to happen. All right. Another one, back to Bjorn Borg. Come on, give me a 10. I assume this one's out of 75. Oh, a 7. Well, that really stinks. So things started out halfway decent with the 9 and 10, and now I've gone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row of 8 and below. But once again, every card is thick, so that's going to make it tough. Boris Becker again. Come on, give me a 10. Oh, a 9. Actually, it's a really good looking card. I'll take the 9. Oh, Martina Navratilova. Again, all these are 2024 Topps Royalty. I bought all these raw off eBay when the release first came out, just going after auctions. Let's see what we have here. Oh, a 7. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Jeez. Well, you know, Next one, another Martina Navratilova. All right, I'm going to be almost ecstatic with 9 or higher at this point. This is getting kind of be a bummer. A 9. All right, we'll take a 9. Ugh. Next one, Lindsay Davenport. Not the largest name in tennis history, but I believe she is still a Hall of Famer. Lindsay Davenport, give me a 10 or an 8. Dang you. Oh. I knew this would be ugly. Once again, I mean, if you can't really see it, but these cards are very thick. So, I mean, every card has 8 corners, right? So, Chris Evert, come on, something. A 9. Well, I kind of got the crap kicked out of me on that box. And don't worry, I do have some sports in here other than tennis. So Reggie Jackson, 2017, Topps Tribute. Another super thick card. Let's see. And we get a 7. Yikes. Gosh, that's a great looking card on the front. Oofta. Reggie Jackson, 2021, Topps 5-Star Baseball. Can we get lucky once? I can already see a little white in the corner. Once again, super thick card. Oh, we got a 9. Oh, that's a nice looking card, though. You know, it's not terribly tough to sell the 7s and the 8s on eBay if you don't want to keep them around in your collection. Especially on the super thick cards. A lot of collectors of those vintage players, they have no desire to send cards into PSA on their own, so they're happy to just buy the ones that you have right there. So I try to send a lot of these autos in, hoping I can get some, 10s, keep the 10s, sell off the, the 9s and the 8s. Geez, these are wedged in there good. I know, it's an eclectic mix today. Origins, Aaliyah Boston. I know this one's not going to get a 10 if I recall from looking at it originally. Let's see what we got. An 8. That's all right. Not the worst grade for a card that thick. But, the 7s and the 8s are stacking up. Kelsey Mitchell. So I'm going after the Indiana Fever starting 5 because I have the Caitlyn Clark PSA 10 of this card. And there's only one it's a pop 1. So I was trying to get the whole starting team. So Kelsey Mitchell, let's see what we have here. Oh, a 7.5. That's a kick in the stones. Back to more tennis. Boris Becker, 2024 tennis royalty again. A 10 would be nice. Oh, yes, finally. Oh, my second 10. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Oof, I'll take that. Come on, give me some more 10s out of here. Seriously, Chris Evert. Come on, give me a 10. I know they're super thick. 8.5. Well, I guess we will put that in the disappointment pile, but whatever. Next card. We're going fast. What do we got here? Reggie Jackson, 2025 Topps Tribute Baseball. 9. Ooh. Yeah, another thick one. We'll put it in the 9s. We're getting so many disappointments, I had to put them out back here. It's impeding my ability to go through my cards quickly and get through my disappointment rapidly here. Martina Navratilova again, autograph. Come on, give me a 10. A freaking 9 again. Gosh dang it. Ugh. My problem is I just submit all thick cards. All right, Reggie Jackson, 2024 Topps Definitive. These are strange ones to grade because they come with this bold plastic or metal border. Topps Definitive does, so you just never know what you're going to get. And you get an 8. Man, that's a nice looking baseball card, though. On-card auto. So one thing you'll notice that, except for the 2 basketball cards, everything is on-card auto. For a reason. They look better, and they hold more liquidity value on the day comes when you need to get rid of them. Boris Becker, again, no relation. A 9. Come on. All I got so far is 2 10s, and I'm almost through my 3rd box out of 4. Reggie Jackson. Sterling. Trying to look at what year this is. Can't quite. 2022. Sterling's I've had good luck with in some recent submissions. We'll see what we get here. And, oh, a 9. I wanted a 10 so bad because I got this in a 10 as well. Gosh darn it. I would have bribed somebody to get a 10 on this one. All right, so now we have a dual autograph, Danielle Collins and Sophia Kennan. Not the biggest card, but I don't know. I must have liked it enough to say, yeah, let's shove it in the submission. And we get an 8. Once again, these cards cannot look better with the on-card autos, whether you love or hate tennis. Or they've done this for other sports. So, I mean, these Topps royalties are just, I don't know, in my opinion, they crush it. They're beautiful looking cards. All right, Bjorn Borg again. Would be nice to get a 10 of Borg. I haven't gotten a 10 of Borg yet here. And the trend continues. And this bad boy is 3 out of 5. And I got a 9. All right, we're going to have to push the 9s up here. All right, two basketball cards to wrap up this box. Haley Van Lith, I think I'm dominating the pop report on this card. I think these are all orange out of 25. And I pretty much grab every one of them I can find. She played on the U.S. Olympic 3x3 team. And we got a freaking... It's so ridiculous. All right, and the other starter for the Fever, Natasha Howard. Let's take this kick in the stones. With this black border, I'm sure I just got thumped. And I did. I got a 7 on that one. Yeah, no autograph. Numbered out of 75. All right, one box remaining. And like I said, I took all these to Chicago and did them in person at the National, which, you know, in retrospect, gosh, I should have just mailed them in, because standing in line for so long, I would have rather been doing other things at the National than standing in line. So for anybody who thinks that taking them to the National to stand to submit is like the greatest convenience in the world, it's not really, you know. I would tend to just say, hey, pay the extra $20 and mail them in. At least on the cheap end, I got some nice PSA boxes. All right, first card, tennis with Lindsay Davenport. Oh, it starts off with a 10. Oh, I wish that would have been like a Bjorn Borg. So I got 3 10s so far out of a crap ton of tennis submissions. Sure would be nice to get a couple more. Maybe this is the box with all 10s. I kind of doubt it. Oh yeah, Bjorn Borg. The impossible 10. The 10s that won't exist. Of course not. It's a 9. Beautiful card, numbered out of 10. This one's numbered out of 5. Oof. Yeah. Bjorn Borg. Let's try it again. Just want 110 of a Borg. No, I can't have it. I can't have nice things. I get a 9. I'm dominating the PSA 9 market with Bjorn Borg. Chris Evert. Is a 10 possible? I got a 10 of hers earlier. Yeah, well, whoever cut her cards did a good job. 2 10s of Chris Evert. Check those out. 1 out of 25, 1 out of 75. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a Hingis. This is my first Evert. Duh, my bad. All right, so I got 1 of Chris Evert, 1 of Hingis, 1 of Davenport, 1 of Boris Becker. Oh, at least I got 4 Hall of Famers in a PSA 10. Monica Seles. This would be a nice 10. Sure would be. And it is. This is the box with some... Whoever graded this box is, you know, they're my friend. Monica Seles, PSA 10. I'll take that. Thank you. Monica Seles, one more time. Let's keep it rolling. Oh, an 8. Oh. All right. Yeah, every card in this submission is thick. So I knew I was going to take some lumps, and I have. All right, John McEnroe, give me a 10. Come on. Freaking 8. Ooh, out of 25. Gosh darn it. Ugh. Kim Clijsters. Well, if she's not in the Hall of Fame, I'm pretty sure she will be. I can't keep track. Let's see what we have. Oof. Oh, boy. 6. Oh my gosh. Is there a crease on this thing someplace? The card looks phenomenal. I looked them over. How in the world does that have a 6? That's just bizarre. I mean, when you get down to 6, you're praying that you can sell that thing for raw. Man. Venus Williams. She's still playing. I'm guessing she's not a Hall of Famer yet. I don't think. And a 9. Beautiful cards. Disappointing grades. Reggie Jackson, back to baseball. No rhyme or reason here, obviously. Topps Finest Moments 2021. 10 would be nice. And of course, I get a 9. Yeah, we'll just look at it. It's a beautiful card. Beautiful on-card auto. I have so many of his that I need to submit to. I just scoop up his autos all the time. All right, we got a Caitlyn Clark here. Gosh, what did I submit here? Is this an orange prism or something? Ooh, and I have another. Yeah. This is the only Caitlyn Clark in the submission. I believe these are like impossible grades. Oh, a 10. Orange ice. Woof. Her market's going to ramp up in around, let's say, late March, mid-April, when the WNBA starts rolling up. So hopefully this will go back up to what was probably around a $500 card. At least I think it was. On, we're back to the Haley Van Lith. No 10s exist in this card, and I think I have 7 of them. 8 of them, and they're all either 7, 8s, or 9s. 7, yes. Let's remain consistent with our terrible grades on the Haley Van Lith. Last one, Pete Sampras, tennis royalty. If I get a 10 with this, I think I'll be okay with the submission, given I got some pretty solid 10s here. 10! Thank you. Numbered out at 25. Oof. So a quick recap of the 10s. Pete Sampras, yes. Caitlyn, 10. Monica Seles, 10. Boris Becker, 10. Lindsay Davenport, 10. Chris Evert, 10. It seems like they could not repeat players to give me 10s. It had to be like one of each. Hingis, Davenport, Evert, Davenport, Becker, Seles. Yeah, every tennis card, every player I submitted, they only allowed 1 10 of each. So anyway, thanks for watching. 40 cards. Here's my tip. You send in thick cards, you better keep your expectations low. Because this is about the ratio. So let me do the quick math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 out of, I'm pretty sure there's 40 cards here. 7 out of 40 got 10s, but all extremely thick. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.